Today looks like a good day to build a kit. So I'll reach into the kit bin. Blinky heart. Okay. Let's get these parts out. It looks like a relatively easy through-hole kit. Hopefully I don't need any instructions because there are none. The board itself has component markings, although not everything is detailed. So here we have R1. Does that say 10? But then R2 and 3 don't say anything, and R4 says 10. There's a speaker, an IC, some capacitors that also aren't labeled other than polarity. I assume the shaded area is negative. Whatever these transistor things are, the 3 here have the same marking, so I need to look for something different, and that would be the IC, because they're all the same TO92 package. There's a bag of LEDs, and these have 3 legs, so this is going to be a dual color. It looks like they all go in parallel around the heart. Both electrolytics are the same, 16 volt, 100 micro, so I guess it doesn't matter which is C1 and 2. And for these mysterious resistors that say 10, and then the other 2 say none, there are 2 10 ohms, and there's 2 others that are identical in value, so it's going to be straightforward to figure out after all. The transistors do say 8050, just like the silkscreen for those 3, so that should be straightforward. All right, let's melt some solder. I'm going to start with the resistors. They are the lowest lying parts, and you probably don't want to watch me insert 4 resistors, so we'll skip forward. I'm just going to bend the legs out to hold the part in and get all 4 in. All right, those 4 are inserted. Now to make it permanent. And now try not to burn this board up. Well, that went relatively okay. I'll cut those off, get them out of the way. All right, what's next? Probably transistors are next. They are the next shortest component. So these 3 are the ones labeled 8050. Those will go in the first 3 transistor positions. So the silkscreen has the flat side of the transistor to the left, and I need to bend these legs out a little bit to make it fit. That should do. So I'll put all those in. Oops. This is hard to hold on to. It's like it wants to go flying. Okay. $8050 number 2. $8050 number 3. 2 of these transistors belong to the multi-vibrator that will flash the lights, and the other one goes to drive the speaker. And I guess the IC is what generates the melody. I have no idea what song is hiding in this TO92. I guess that's part of the fun. Alright, so those are inserted. Let's hook those up. I will fast forward this so as to not make it as boring as it might be. And after clipping all those leads, some went flying, and it's time to see what's next. I think I'll do the speaker next. It is polarized, and the plus is right here. Why does it have 3 holes? 2 are common on the plus side. I guess different speakers will fit. I don't know. So is this going to sit in place if I leave it? I can work with that. I'll just force the board down on it and get one of them in place. Then do the other lead. And come back and touch it up, make sure. Clip it. And that looks okay. think I'll do the electrolytics now because I think these LEDs are going to end up being the tallest component, so they should go last. And if I will believe that the shaded area is negative, these will go like this. All right, make it permanent. All right, it's really coming together. All that's left is the LEDs now, except what is this? A battery DC? Hey, they didn't give me a battery clip or anything. I guess I got to provide my own. So all three legs on these LEDs are a different length. So I don't care which one's green or red direction. I'm just going to pick one and go with it. The shortest leg I'm going to put on the outside of the heart. All right. So I'm going to insert all of these around the edge first, I guess, and then, well, it looks like they weren't the shortest component after all. Maybe I should have done those actually just after the transistors. Oh well, too late. I guess I will bend the legs to hold it down. The first kit I ever soldered together myself was an Archer AM radio from Radio Shack. It came with a plastic black case and all the kit of parts, and it looked a little intimidating at first, but I was able to get through the assembly and it worked. The only problem I had with it, after I was done, I laid it down on the bench and I laid it against the soldering iron tip, so it kind of melted a soldering iron bulge into the side of it. So that was disappointing. But it still worked, and I learned a little bit about proper workplace habits. Don't lay meltable stuff down next to something hot. So you don't want to watch me insert all of these. Let's fast forward. All right, I think I got them all in the correct order, and I've got 2 leftovers. And this is quite a mess. I think I'm going to have to do this in stages and go around the outside and clip the leads and maybe spiral in. And just doing the one leg on each is going to give me an opportunity if I want to straighten up any of them when I flip it back over and they went crooked. I can just reheat the one terminal and fix it up. So that's 2 rows of LED legs out of 3. 1 more to go and solder up and cut off. Okay, the kit is assembled. I just need to add a power connector. I will tin the exposed ends just to make it easier to solder it in there, and to keep all these strands together, so when I insert them they'll just go right on in. So it says plus is on the right, minus on the left, and here we go. The green one may not have gone in all the way, I think. Yep, I saw it pull back, so now I reheated that and pushed it through. So now we should be ready to try this thing out. So I've got this convoluted power setup here. 9-volt battery pack going to one of these connector things with screw terminals and more wiring. So ground, I think I need more exposed wire. Ground to ground. Positive to positive. And now the moment of truth. What? Okay, maybe the battery is a bit low. Let me freshen that up a bit. Okay, I have a couple more options here. This is one awkward case to work with unless I just don't know how to use it. Is this another use for spudgers? I don't want to break the plastic. This is awkward. Wow. Wow, that took a lot of effort. I had to use a relatively stiff spudger and just support it and push in on this thing. Wow. Okay, the battery better be good after all that. All right. Here goes. Well, that is truly horrendous. That is messed up. What? Like, first of all, these look like blue and red, not green and red. Shut up! Wow, what's going on? Oh my God, okay. I need to make a quick modification. There. Let's try this again. Oh, well, okay, the blinking is more reasonable rate. Turn the light off. Okay, so without that annoying music, if you call it music, it's blinking slower. Those were going so fast, you couldn't tell the difference what color it was supposed to be. So that's not so bad, but I recommend not including the speaker if you put one of these kits together. Maybe I can hack this and turn it into something else. Always looking forward to future projects and reusing circuits.